Batul from my team is going to.
Yeah, please go ahead, Pranay.
And then how he can add agents who can manage the job. Agent, that means recruiters we are talking about. So we'll be taking interviews and all those things. So Batul, over to you. You can start.
Yes. Okay. Uh, Good morning, everyone. So first, I'll be taking you to the platform that will be visible to the visitors. Saurav, can I get the screen sharing rights?
Yes, Batul. Yeah, just hold on just for a minute.
Okay, thank you. So this is the landing page of the event, nascomcareerfair.exposem.io. And here we have the registration form for the visitors, which they'll fill and you'll get the information for the same. When on the day of the event they log in, they land up to the platform. So this is the lobby area. We will be having auditorium, career fair, that will be the exhibition hall where all the booths will be, and a selfie zone. So here where you see the future skills and NASCOM logo, here all the brandings will be added. Here is the auditorium. So here we'll add all the brandings and the sessions will run over here. In the exhibition hall, we will be adding all the booths. So this is a demo booth. So this is how your booth will be here. You can add your banners and standees. And next we have the help desk. If the visitor have any query, so they can come and chat over here. So this is the front end of the platform, which will be visible to the visitors. Now for the exhibitor onboarding. So you will be added on the platform by the Exposem team. And when you will be added, you will receive a onboarding email from our side from noreply@exposem.io, where you will get your dashboard URL, email ID and password to log in with a demo video and a dimension link. So you can get all the creative dimensions at one place. Now, when you click on the dashboard link in, I'll just log in myself. Also, one thing to take care when you copy your password, make sure there is no space before or after you copy the password, or else it will show wrong email ID or password and you will not be able to log in on the platform. So this is the exhibitor dashboard where you will be adding your creatives and adding your jobs. Here you can see your sample booth image, how your booth looks like. In the info, you can add your booth name, your tagline, the company logo, description, and you can choose a color in which you want to show your logo. So you can choose your brand color from here. In social media details, you can add your website and social media links and your WhatsApp number if you want to communicate on WhatsApp. Not everything is compulsory over here. There is a query option where you can add a Google form or email. So a visitor can directly communicate with you on mail, or if you want to take some feedback or something, so you can add a Google form also. There is a image pop-up option. So you can add up to 2 banners and 1 standee, which will be visible on the stall. If you want to display more information about your company, so you can add those creatives in image pop-up. Here you can add your visiting card. This will be a VCF file. So you only need to add the details that are present over here, add your company logo, And then this can be directly added to your mobile contacts or Outlook contacts where it is downloaded. Next is the banners that will be visible on the stalls. So all the dimensions are mentioned over here, as well as in the Excel sheet that is provided to you on email. So here you can add your banners. We have a video point. So here you need to add a YouTube embed link or a Vimeo link. So I'll also show you to add the embed link over here. So I'll just go to YouTube. And for example, if I want to add this video, so I'll click on share, I'll click on embed and copy the link in between the inverted commas in the second and third line and paste it over here. And then you need to add your video cover or else it will be a black screen. So you need to add your video link and the video cover for this. Next, you can add your standee over here. The dimension is mentioned over here. If you have an e-commerce website, so you can add your e-commerce link here. And for the jobs, so now you can add all your jobs here. So you just need to click on create job, add all the information that is required, the title of the job, description, company description, skills and technologies. So here will be a drop down. So the organizer or the NASCOM team will add all the technologies. So you can just select the technologies from here which you require. You can select the skill type if you want to hire for experience or fresher, and for remote location or in-office location, and submit. So this is how the jobs will be added. You can add up to 10 jobs over here, and that will be visible to the visitors. So this is about adding all the creatives and adding the jobs. So any queries over here, then I'll move forward.
Hi, can you just explain the, to get the email process, like to visit this particular page?
Sorry, can you repeat?
The registration phase, the very first phase,
Okay,
wherein you
this.
get the link of, yes.
So,
This is for
Milind,
candidate registration, right?
so Milind, you are asking about the recruiters registration, right?
No, not recruiters registration.
This
Company
registration.
So, yeah, so this is the website, the NASCOM Career Fair at exposim.io.
You have shown that email, right? Yeah. How do you get this email?
So you will be added on the platform by the Exposim team. So when you are added on the platform, you'll receive this mail with the login details and the dashboard link.
Okay, understood. So we will be getting it from your end.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So Milind, what we had done, you must have filled that demand aggregation form and all that. So that's in that form we had requested for the spoke details, contact person and email ID of that spoke. So we will be sending out, we'll be using those email IDs for this registration, and we'll be getting them from the backend by ourselves. And once that is done, you will start getting the emails from tomorrow onwards. Right, Batul?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you just explain regarding to the video part, and are all the options necessary to fill, or whichever options we want the candidate to see, that only we will be filling out? So for example, it is social media, brochures and all, like.
Yes. So the banners, standee and video point is important. So let me show you why. So here in the preview booth, you have two banner space, video and a standee that is visible on the stall. So these are important because if you don't add it, it will show a blank space over here. So only banners, video and standees are compulsory. Rest, everything, info, social media, brochures, all are optional. If you want it, then only you can add, or else no.
So the video point is actually your, if I'm not wrong, just correct me. It is a video of the organization, what the organization is all about, right? We need to make it, right, and then upload it.
Right. or
Okay.
any other video that you like to showcase to the visitors, you can add that.
It can also be something simple as your logo or your, just few slides. There are some free tools available online.
Okay.
I mean, you can build it. It'll be nice because then your booth will look nice. But
Okay.
I don't think it should be mandatory. But if you don't have it, it just shows blank. I mean, big deal, right?
Okay.
Yeah, just informing that if we don't add, it will show the
Yeah.
black screen over here.
Yeah, I mean,
can
it's
I-
just good for branding. If you create something simple and use tools like Canva, I think might let you do that. But there are some simple free tools that where you can just add a few pictures of your business or just animate your logo. Go to Fiverr, pay somebody $5, he'll create something for you.
Okay. Okay. So once again, I'll just repeat it. Banners, videos, and standees are compulsory, right?
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Vatul, this is Deepak here from Alcon.
Yeah, hi,
You
Deepak.
mentioned about YouTube and Vimeo only. Does it not
Yes.
support any other video platform?
No, because actually we need to add a embed link. So we add a embed link because we can see the video on the platform also. If you add a normal YouTube link, the video will not play on the platform. So that
So
is why
any embed link or only YouTube embed link?
any embed link.
Any embed link. Okay, great. Thanks.
Hi, Vidul, Mahendra here. Just want to check.
Sorry, Gabriel has raised his hand. So if everybody can just raise your hand. So Gabriel, if you can go first, and then Mahendra, you next. Okay, I'm not sure if he raised it by error. Mahendra, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Just want to check. Do you want us to make any relevant content to the event, or should we just let the content be the as is of our whatever respective branding?
It's up to you. The content is totally up to you. What you want to show to the visitors, that will help them choose you. You can add that content.
This is Malik. I'll add to what you just said. What possibly you should do is to kind of, when we talk about attracting good talent and employees, I think we should have some touch of that in the branding that you do, right? To be able to position them as good employers, as people would want to kind of work with, us in to be able to really connect well with them and show them that yes, we are serious and good employers, and of course they have careers with us. I think anything that you can possibly do around that would be great. But like she said earlier, it's an individual's choice, it's a business's choice. But I think largely around employer branding will be of great help.
So basically, to add to that, so what we are also going to do in next couple of days, we are going to create a separate section as the employer speak section on the main lobby page. Okay, so where we'll be putting up some of the videos from the employers who would like to brand themselves, and or share a message or a post to the prospective candidates. So we'll be collating all the videos and we'll be putting up in the main lobby page. So in case you people are ready with the videos or can come up with the videos, please let us know. We'll be happy to share that for the branding.
Excuse me, sir. Apart from the videos, what are all the other mandatory fields to be sent? Hello, hi.
Yeah, Vijay, nothing to be sent to us, to NASSCOM as such, but you can, whatever you need to do at the booth level, where your team needs to set up the booth with the standees, then banners and the videos. Nothing to be sent to the NASSCOM as now.
Okay. So we need to upload that in the link, whatever the link which you have given.
Correct.
Yeah, video, banner, and what else you said?
The standees. Yeah.
Hello, your voice is breaking.
I have a question here, but may I ask? All right. So you said that you will be receiving an email from your end, so that we can post and do all this, upload all these things. But in case we are missed out of that mail, who is the point of contact for us?
Yeah, Poonam, while Batul responds, Batul, did we finish answering the previous question?
Yeah, it is the standee. So banners, video point, and standee. These three are compulsory.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So did you get the answer? Shall we move to Poonam then?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Batul, if you can respond to Poonam, please.
Yes. So Poonam, if you do not receive an email, so you can connect with the NASSCOM team for that, and we'll check if we can send it to you again, or you can check your spam directly search the email and you can find it.
So Saurabh,
My
do you
question is,
mind?
in case
Yeah.
we do not receive an email, whom
Yeah.
should we connect or whom should we contact with? And also in case we are having some doubts or if we are facing any issues when we are uploading, say, the banners, standees or videos, where can we ask for raise a ticket or for support? Whom should we connect?
Poonam, let me comment to that. So, Priyanka, have you created this group ID for these exhibitors for their queries?
Yeah, we've already created that.
So, can you please, would you mind sharing that email ID so that we get to share with the recruiters? If they have any queries, they can post it to us.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah. And apart from that, Poonam, I have also shared my email ID. You can also write to me. I can look into that. But it would be good if you can share that on the group email ID that we have created, which the Priyanka is going to share.
Yes, surely. We'll be using the group ID. That was my only query. I do not really want to bother anyone individually.
No. And yeah, on the top of that, what we have done to support you in the booth setup process and everything, we have also created a deck, and after this call, we will be sharing this deck with all of you. So Batul is working on it, and certainly we will share for your support.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, guys, this is Gabriel from Create. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Gabriel.
Yeah. I just want to understand the job, the last option, which is there in this job. So we have two options for the. Could you please help me? Okay. Yes. Okay. So here, which are the downward side, do we have another option? If I'm looking for freshers and experience as well, so do we have to choose one?
So you can create two jobs. So one for fresher and one for
maximum candidates from your regions, but they're available from everywhere. So when you post remote, etc., you will also find a lot of candidates coming from all over. So just be mindful of that when you post the options there.
Also, to answer Uma's question, so no, the video will not play fast if multiple people are clicking on it. It will be at its own speed and nothing will be affected.
Okay, thank you. Because in some other advertising, I think some exhibition we participated, they said you put it on a private link on YouTube, etc. So that's why I asked.
No issues like that.
No issues. Okay.
I have a question. Can you guys? Yeah.
Yes, Roshali.
So you mentioned that the work policy is in office and remote. So can you also add one more button saying hybrid policy?
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll discuss with the NASSCOM.
The candidates who are preferring only remote working or something like that. So if you could add one more button saying hybrid policy. So because we allow candidate flexibility as per their convenience. So I would recommend for that.
Makes sense, Prashali, we'll do it. I think go ahead and add it, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, we'll do that.
Hi, Batul. This is Swati here from
Hi, Swati.
Yes. So, Batul, just a query around the job section of it while we are on it. I had a query with Saurav yesterday. The job description exercise was conducted around a month back, wherein we may have certain roles which we would have already fulfilled. So, is this a real-time update that we can give so we can exclude those roles and maybe we can post some new roles over here?
Yes, this is a real-time thing, but when you add a new job, so unless the visitor registers on your booth, he or she will not be able to see it if that person is already on your booth. If some
now, roles. So I just wanted to understand, is there a way to exclude those roles and include some newer ones?
Yes, absolutely. So those were basically, we needed to really plan the entire exercise.
All right.
And so for example, we saw some people say we also need lateral hires. So we also, like I said, partnered with Naukri, so we'll start getting those candidates as well. But that was mainly for benchmarking ourselves as to what the industry needed. These are all new positions, so feel free to just post everything from ground up. As long as it's, I mean, the parameters are the same, so it doesn't really matter because we get a lot of candidates. And I will say a lot of candidates will be from colleges as well. So that will be a larger percentage. So freshers 0 to 1 years will probably be a larger percentage. But yeah, absolutely. Please go and post any new positions that you have as well.
Sure. Thank you so much, Samir. That answers my question.
Thanks, Swati. Deepak?
Yes, but Samir, the question was, there is a chat option. So how many candidates at a time we can interact with?
So like you are referring to how much the platform can hold, or?
No, a
so
single
assume there are
booth.
hundreds of candidates wanting to chat with us. Does the system support, or how do we manage that?
The system will support also after this, like when we are done with the exhibitor dashboard, I'll take you to the agent dashboard where you can communicate with the attendees or the visitors. So I'll show you there. Also, if hundreds of people are communicating on the booth, there will be no problem from the platform side.
And Batul, maybe you could explain the process as well, because I think candidates can submit their resumes and the application right on the booth. Is that correct? And so multiple people can obviously do that. And whoever wants to chat can chat, but there is also a provision for you to schedule interviews on the platform, correct, Batul?
Correct. So the interviews will be scheduled by the recruiters only. So that will be done from the agent dashboard. So after this, I'll take everyone through that.
Yeah. So chatting can be done, but anyone applying there are multiple people who can just fill a form and submit. So you'll start seeing whoever has applied to your company, and you can then start scheduling interviews on the platform, or otherwise it doesn't really matter, because a lot of people in the group we thought might not have access to Zoom or any other tools. So we created that provision where you can also sync your calendar, so you can start scheduling. Does that make sense, Deepak?
Yes, Samir. Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so we'll go over that very quickly. So let's take the last two questions, Sunil and Bhumi, and then we'll go to the rest of the demo. Sorry, Sunil, go ahead.
Yes, actually, my question is answered partially. But how do I get the notification actually who are the visited our company profile platform, and my booth actually, how many people are visited, how many people are applied for the positions? So do I get the notification for that?
There is no notification, but there is a complete dashboard where you can check all the details. So this is only for setting up the stall. So for all the analytics and scheduling the interviews, there is a separate dashboard. I'll take you through that.
Yeah, let's do that shortly. Bhumi, your question, and then we'll go to the rest of the demo.
Hi, good morning. This is Bhumi from Alpha Plus. So my question is, a particular candidate can apply to how many companies?
Malik Bhai, do you want to take that? Do you know the number, if there's a number?
I think there is no such restriction as such. There is no such restriction. As many companies that we want to really apply, there is no such restriction as such.
And so just to add to that, Bhumi, I think we thought about this. Should we restrict the number or not? But we really wanted it to be competitive, because we don't want us to be legally challenged saying that you stopped me from getting a better job. So we leave it to the companies to for their offers and who they choose and how quickly you can offer. So we have that built in. So obviously we want to see successes here, but we didn't want to limit anybody or anything at this point in time, only because I don't think it's ethical for us to do. But the only the only thing we are doing is that this is only available to SME companies. It is not available to larger companies. So that's the advantage everybody has at this point in time on this platform.
Okay,
and also we're talking to training and placement officers in colleges at the very least,
correct,
to ensure that whoever's coming is serious, and so there is some sort of a checks and balance in place that, if there's any candidates who's not, doing anything ethical or whatever, so we can go back to the TPOs. But again, these are all market forces. There's nothing that we are doing to add another layer, except that this is only available to SME companies.
So Samir, just to add on quickly, so I think probably in that case, we may have scenarios wherein I may have a lateral candidate for a particular skill set shortlisted at 2 to 3 companies, and eventually it will be the candidate's call to choose a company with, right?
That is correct, yes.
All right.
But what we are, that's correct. And I would like to add one more thing to what Sabi said. What we are trying to do is, number one, I mean, we are trying to bring in a funnel here, which wasn't really accessible earlier. And now we're trying to create that funnel from various different sources, untouched before, right? And therefore, and we all have been kind of finding it very difficult to find out this funnel in the first place. So we're trying to create one, find one, and make sure this is available to us. That's the idea.
Obviously it's for free for all the members. Yes. And the second thing is, which we are trying, we don't know if it is there or not. I think we got the confirmation, but I'm not going to say yes, it is. But all companies participating will get access to the database as well for at least 2 months. Okay, so even if you're not able to hire anyone, you will have access to all the candidates on the Future Skills Prime platform and anyone who's registering for these job fairs as well. So that as well, you should be able to see. Why don't we just look at the demo? Sorry, Vijay and Savita, we'll just quickly look at the rest of the demo and come back to your questions. So do you want to go ahead then?
Can I ask right now? Or?
No, let's because I think we only have 20 minutes. So let's just quickly look at the full demo and then come back.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Batul.
So moving forward, so this was the Exhibitor Dashboard where you could add your jobs and your creatives. Now, for scheduling the interviews and having the analytics, you need to add agents on your booth. So you can add up to 3 or 4 agents over here. So you just have to click on create agent, add the name, their email ID, and you can set the password and submit. So once you submit, the agent will again receive an email from our side with the login ID, password, the dashboard link, and a demo video on how to use the agent dashboard. So now I'll directly join the agent dashboard. Yes, so this is the agent dashboard. So first is the chat feature. So here you can check all the chat that is happening on your booth by the visitors. You have a support group as well where you can communicate with all the other exhibitors or recruiters in the event. Just a second. I'll show this from here so you can see all the information. So once you log in, you have the chat feature. Next, in the live users, you can see all the live candidates on your booth. There will be no notification. You have to again come to the live users and check how many candidates are on your booth. Next is the booth analytics. So in the booth analytics, you can see each and every click or visit done by the visitor and how much time has he or she spent on your booth. Next is booth with visitors. So booth with visitors will show you the unique count of the visitors, whereas analytics will show you the actions taken by the unique visitor. And all the analytics can be downloaded from here. So you can see a download analytics button on the top right. Next, there will be a job applications feature. So all the candidates will apply for the job. So this is how you can see it. So you can see the date and time, the user details, the position they have applied for. Okay, so if you do not add anything, like this is of the previous event, so it shows all positions. If they have applied for product or any other position, you'll see that here. And then beside that, you have an option to accept, reject. In details, you can see the documents uploaded by them. And here will be a schedule button to schedule an interview with the attendee. So when you click on schedule interview, you can see all the empty slots that a candidate have, and then you can schedule. If they accept the invite, so it will come in the my interview section. So the rejection can.
Yeah, Batul, there's a correction. There's no acceptance from their end. When you schedule, it is scheduled from their end as well.
Okay.
I have a small query over here, Batul.
Yes.
So this is the summary that will appear to the recruiter, right?
Right.
If I have to see the profile of any particular individual, I will have to go and click on their name.
Details.
Is that how it happens?
So here we have a details button over here where you can see.
But I can see the document. How about if I just want to see the experience, the notice period, present salary, all those kind of basic 2-3 things.
Oh, it
just
will
a summary, because at that time, see, I'm imagining visualizing the live scenario. A recruiter can have, maybe hundreds or maybe, I don't know, maybe thousands of candidates who can apply probably in 5 minutes, if there is a sudden surge. So how do we, as a recruiter, one window, or maybe how many people can access this window for a quick analysis of the candidates? Yeah.
So this window is accessed by, as I said, you can add up to 3, 4, or 5 agents or more. So all of them would have the access to this and can see the same screen. So the
but
work
those,
can.
We don't have those breakups into the salary, etc. They are not being asked separately. I think there are almost 4,000 candidates who registered. We've not asked them that question separately. Correct, Batul?
Right.
So the CVs also will be not uploaded of the candidates, because that will give the
They will
insight
be.
of the candidate.
They will.
CV
They
will
will
be there.
So that is a
CV
part
will
of
be
the
there.
documents now. You have to undergo,
Correct.
you have to review all the documents actually. What I was
And
thinking.
also since, sorry, Jasmine. So also since the registration is from the Future Skills platform, what will also happen is on the platform, that will also be highlighted. So you can see amongst all the candidates who've taken the initiative to do something extra, and sometimes assessments are also available. So that is an added advantage, that their profile will also show what level of initiative they've shown on the Future Skills Prime platform.
And
but Jasmine, I think we can take that point for the next time we do this. I don't think we've broken this up at this point just yet. Saurabh, go ahead.
So just to add to that point, so the setting of the booth will start from tomorrow, but the platform will go live from the 1st of April. So all the recruiters will have a chance to get to see the profiles of the candidate or registered users, from the 1st April onwards, and they can set up their meetings and the interviews from the 5th to 7th of April. So we are making the system live at least 5 days in advance. So to make
Saurabh, sorry, what will be helpful to also understand and know that from when will really candidates start applying, right? When it will be available for them to start applying. So that's the time from when the recruiters also can start looking at those applications which come in.
So that's the 1st of April, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay, to reply.
Also before you ask, just one quick question. For how long is the platform available to everybody? So after 7, will it be available for a few days? Maybe you can answer that, Saurabh, if you know the answer.
Yeah, we are just making it live till 12th of April, sir. Another 5 days.
12th of April.
Making it open. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And to answer to the lady's question, for the experience, current CTC, expected CTC, and notice period range, if you want to collect that data, you have an option to add a Google form link. In Google form, you can make this up and download an Excel sheet from there. Thank you.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know at a given point of time, how many attendees can be there onto the booth? Like as a recruiter, if I'm having my team like 3 to 4 recruiters, and along with that, how many candidates can attend the booth so that we can have a chat? Because I'll be looking at them on the screen. I mean, will I come to know that so many candidates are trying to join the booth? And how can I navigate them to the chat option or to the interview option?
So there is no limit on how many people can be there on the booth. Plus you can see them in the live users over here. So here you will have a chat option as well. So you can directly start a communication with them. And then if they want to apply, they can see the jobs on your booth and they can apply from there.
Do we have a waiting room kind of something added on here, so that if I'm already having if my team is already speaking with say 5 to 6 people, and there are other people waiting in the queue or somewhere that how if they're having
So if it's a chat option, so there is no need of waiting room. And
I'm not
if you
speaking
are
about the chat option.
Yeah, if you're scheduled
on the booth, live on the booth there itself.
For the interviews?
No, so there is nothing else, right? So there is either the chat option or they can submit their application. There is nothing else, correct? Batul?
Correct. Also, no need for the waiting room because you have an option to schedule an interview. So these are not live interviews. So you can just schedule it. They will know that they have an interview at this time with your company.
And anybody can come and download brochures at any time for your business, right? So that also is available and multiple people can do that at the same time.
Yeah, and also whenever
I was
you
under
schedule,
impression that we were like with the booth will be kind of live and people will be coming onto the booth, because I've attended a couple of virtual fairs where we had people attending or coming down to the booth and where we could chat one-on-one with them and then direct them to another window where they could take interviews. So I just wanted to clear about that.
I think this approach makes sense because, of course, considering the bandwidth also, like panel availability and everything, we can probably shortlist the profile by a click of schedule, and so that the candidate is also informed that yes, in the coming days he or she will be appearing for the discussion with XYZ organization. I think that approach definitely helps.
So Batul, there is no provision for anybody to come and speak with anyone live, correct? Or multiple people being in the room, or 4 or 5 people at least in the room available to chat with somebody real time on video, correct?
No, not on video.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, also the point I was mentioning.
The interview happening on video?
Yes, that is on video.
So we can take a coding round as well, Batul?
Sorry?
We can take a coding round. For example, we go by the assessment of a coding round, for example, for the Java, right? So we can take a coding round.
Yes.
So you can do whatever you like, as long as, I think there's only one room available. So the scheduling, how long you want to, schedule it for. But also there is a provision, you can do this offline as well. So on your own Zoom. So you'll get the contact details, you can schedule on some other platform as well. So that's not a problem. So this is mainly for companies who don't have access to those tools, but obviously it's available for you to use as well.
I mean, quickly, just one request or a suggestion. So on the same screen, if you can at least show whether the candidate who's applied is a fresher or a lateral, along with these details, would that be possible? I think that can at least help.
Right. So Batul, anything we can do there?
We can, like, after this meeting, we can just sit and figure it out. How can we solve this?
Perfect.
And we'll
Thank you. And let's just quickly go with people who raised hands first. So Savita, do you have a question?
Actually, what happens in the real world is people apply, take and say yes to so many companies, and at the end, just one day before joining, they say yes, regretted. So in this platform, how can this be prevented, or how can we be aware of how many offers he's got? So because they can go on getting offers and they can go on accepting.
So, Sabita, just to add here, so this is the recruiter's view, and as far as candidate views are concerned, we are restricting, the number of interviews the candidates could attend, or pre-scheduled during this 3-day job fair. So, number is being fixed at 3. So, if a candidate is really good and he wants to set up the interviews, then we are giving him or her 3 options to pre-schedule their interviews, not more than that. But for others, he can just go and drop his CV or something, and that part is open. But as far as scheduling of interviews are concerned, the candidate can do up to 3. That's it.
Okay, so he will get at max only 3 offers. if he gets selected in all the three?
Yeah, at least during the job fair.
Okay.
We don't know.
And sort of just to clarify that language you used, a candidate can't schedule an interview, only the employers can schedule those interviews, correct?
No, it's both way. Even the candidates can schedule the interview. But
and then it's
sort of
and it's
no,
for the
I guess.
sorry. And
Sort of, yeah. So let me just clarify. There are 2-3 points that I was supposed to mention. One is that there's no scheduling from candidates end, because we opted for only one way to schedule the interview.
Correct.
That is from the
Correct.
recruiter's end.
That's the right
Second thing-
strategy. Yes.
Second thing, the point was mentioned about coding interview. So there will be around 25 minutes of this interview. So all these sessions or all these time blockings that will happen, it will happen for 25 minutes. And after 25 minutes, the meeting will drop. Okay. So all the slots are designed in such a way only. So you'll have to make sure that you finish all those things in 25 minutes. Third point that needs to be mentioned is that someone was mentioning about how we segregate and all these things we get. So whenever you accept or reject a person, a separate list is being made, which is available only to the organizer, that is to the NASCOM. Okay. And over there you can segregate, like it is already segregated that this particular company has selected this much people and this particular company has rejected this much people. So you get all the accept, reject list over there as well. So that adds the segregation and all those things over there. And apart from the resume and all those things, so in the details option, you can see the resume of that person. You can, based on that resume, you can just simply, like, if you don't like the resume, you can simply reject that person. Okay. If you accept that person, it will just simply show on that person's the list that it is accepted, and you can further know, you cannot do anything over here. Okay. If the meeting is scheduled with that person, it will show that let's say, for example, there are 3 recruiters attending a user live. Okay. And they are seeing the same list.
Yeah.
So if I schedule first person interview with first person, it will say Pranay has already scheduled an interview with them. So I can just move on to other person. So there's no overlapping at the same time.
I think what may be useful, I'm sorry to come in here, Saurav and friends, is to kind of create one slide of this workflow which we are talking, right? And just send it to all the participating companies so that there is a clarity in terms of how this is going to work.
Sure.
The workflow that we are talking right now, as you mentioned about it. That will be helpful, I believe.
So quickly, Batul, do you have any other things to show? And then we'll go back to the 4 or 5 questions remaining.
No, that's it. Just a second.
Awesome. So
Short question, please.
sorry, who's this? I can see
Savita Modak.
Savita, let me just go to Mallikarjun first, and then Pranay, then Hazel, and then you. So Mallikarjun, if you want to go first.
No, it's already been cleared by you. The same question, whether we can do the interviews or the offline, or is the same booth we have to take the interviews. That we got clear.
Okay.
Thankful for you.
So if you can put your hand down, that'll be appreciated. So Hazel Fernandez, you can go next.
Can we get this record?
Sorry, somebody asked a question before me.
Mallikarjun, was it you? Do you want access to the recording of this session? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Could you able to, can we get this after the meeting?
Okay. Saurav, is it possible?
We will share that, yeah. We'll share.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Hazel, please go. Go ahead.
Okay, so what is the maximum number of agents that can be added to this portal?
So
I think Batul said 3, 4, 5 or whatever. So there's no limit, right? Batul?
There's no limit. Okay, yeah, because I thought it's 3, 4, 5. I didn't know what was the end. Okay, fine. So it could be.
I
maximum.
thought so as well, but she said 3, 4, 5 or even more. So you can choose.
Okay, I missed that even more. Okay, and when we say that we can have an offline model for scheduling interviews. So basically, if I get a slot of a candidate here, there could be emails which I send from my Outlook and have my process of the logic test or an aptitude to be done by freshers that can be taken with different email trails from my team can take that ahead. Is that right?
So offline, you mean if you want to process candidates offline in your workflow? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is obviously available. So for example, our platform is available on 5th, 6th, 7th for interviews. But some of, if you have multiple candidates that you like, then you can start interviewing them on your own platforms. So, and then follow the process, obviously. The only thing is, Hazel, the way we look at this is that the sooner you can process somebody an offer, the better it is. Otherwise, they might have offers from other companies as well. So just be mindful of that. But other than that, feel free to use how long you want to, however long you want to process that candidate for. No problem at all.
Okay. No, what I meant is probably on the same day, but we take it on our as per our process.
Absolutely
right?
No problems. Yeah, absolutely no problems.
And I think there was this question already asked but not answered. Can this be synced with our ATS that we are using? Is there a way to any APIs to do that?
Not sure, but can we, Batul, can we download these resumes and then offline upload to ATSs? Because I know there's no APIs.
Yeah,
Batul, can you confirm?
There is no API, but regarding ATS, Pranay, can you take this up?
Yeah, so you can download the sheets of all those candidates that is available, but obviously what I would suggest is that you can simply just check the email from the details option one, because all the details of that person are available. Also, whenever you schedule an email from the schedule an interview from the platform, you and the candidate both will get an invite, a calendar invite actually, which is added to their calendar and your calendar at the same time, that this particular slot is fixed for the meeting, for the interview. So that is also happening on the platform. And for the ATS part, you can download the user data and you can just send them the request and all those things.
So whoever has applied, can you download all of them in bulk as well? Or how do you download? Where go to details and download each one of them, or can you download all of them together?
There's this booth with visitors option over there.
Yeah, booth with visitors, yeah.
Correct. So over there, from that option, you can simply download the data of all the unique visitors to your booth. Or you can, we are also adding, and we are also adding download option in the job applications window as well. Okay, so whoever applied to your company, you can download their data as well.
So data means their resume, their email, telephone number.
Yeah, everything which is available over here in the table, you can download all those details.
So, but in the table doesn't show a resume, but that resume is also available, correct?
Yeah, that resume is also will also be available.
Perfect. Sounds good. So we only have a few minutes, Hazel. I hope that answered your question. Savita and Vijay Raghavan, those are the last two questions we'll take. And what we'll also do is we'll schedule another one soon. So you can, once you start using the platform and you have some questions, everyone can join again, ask more questions. So Savita, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering if, have I missed this point? Is there a way where we can kind of actually simulate this whole thing before the 1st of April, before, you go live? Is there any way we can actually do that so that,
you'll have access to the platform from tomorrow.
Okay,
you'll have
great.
access to the platform from tomorrow.
And we can actually put in dummy values and dummy resumes.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. That's what I want.
I think so, Batul, right? The dummy values will come from where though? Because the applications will only start from the 1st. Correct, Batul?
Can we feed in dummy resumes and kind of train the agents who are actually going to be doing this, from the 1st?
So the resume and everything is added from the front end of the platform, and that will only happen when the login is enabled of the platform, and that is not done currently because it will only start from 1st April. So
That's what
adding,
is it possible to do it a couple of days before so that our agents can get better trained? And the productivity on those days would be better.
Savita, let's come back to you on that. Maybe we can do a demo session for the agents, or maybe this recording will help. So let's come back to you on that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Vijay, do you want to ask a question?
Yes. See, in the details, can we include the salary details and notice period and all these things?
Filling the registration form, we'll see if we can change it, and then for the newer ones at least. But I don't know if it's possible. Which we can find out and see if it is. But from next time, definitely. Here we'll let you know. And just to confirm, so just set expectations from everybody. You might see 70% or 60% or 50%. I don't know what that number is, to be honest, because who knows who's coming in for this job, but a lot of them will be from colleges. So within colleges who are studying in the final year, or from 0 to 1 years of experience, right? So just wanted to make that point as well. So they will not have any notice periods per se.
Okay.
Okay. Saurabh, over to you. So let's finish this, and then maybe we can come back with another demo very soon, so we can answer any further questions. Chetan, do you want to finish?
No, I mean, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining this session today. And we are going to have our second demo session on 22nd. Okay. And 22nd of March. And this platform will be made open to everyone from tomorrow, so that you can start the booth setup from tomorrow itself. And you can use the platform for next 5-6 days and maybe see how it is, how familiar with you are with the booth and everything. So apart from that, what we are going to do, if whenever your booth setup is ready and everything is there, I would like to request you that we have some creatives with regards to job fair, and we request you that kindly post that on your LinkedIn and social media profile. So, or you can retweet it, or maybe repost it on the LinkedIn. So that's an important ask. From as far as the success of this job fair is concerned, because it will help us to amplify the entire messaging in the target community, and also it will attract the candidates from various quarters. So, and I will be sharing this entire link for the social media promotion with you, so that you can take a look and do the necessary promotions through your handles. Apart from that, we will be also sharing a deck very soon. By end of day, hopefully, and so as to help you in the booth setup process. And thirdly, we will make this video available on the YouTube, and we'll also share this link in next few days. So that's the three important asks from our side. And I would like to request Dr. Chetan Samant and Mr. Sriram to close these proceedings.
No, I think Saurav, you have already shared. I think the outreach is extremely important here, and what Saurav mentioned about the simple template which can go out from each of the organized the companies who would be participating in this endeavor. I think it's very, very important. Saurav, you should also add the handles which need to be tagged along with along with the OD. Yeah. So that is important. So having said that, the feedback is most welcome in terms of suggestions, or in case if you have any inputs. The idea of having this meeting today was so that we have 15 more days to work upon, to structure, to look at the platform, get some things added, deleted. But just keep in mind, boss, I mean, this is all learning for us. So in case if we go wrong somewhere, please bear with us, because we want to make it a great success. But however, your participation is extremely, extremely important here. And I'm sure this will be a great success with everyone's help. Having said that, I'll request Sriram to give his closing words.
Thanks, Chetan. Good afternoon, everyone. This is a very important initiative in SME Council for the benefit of SME companies we are doing. So I request all the members to utilize this, like Chetan, Samir, Malik, they have mentioned. This is the first time we are doing. Some hiccups will be there. We will try to address whatever possible so that we will improve. So all the best. Thank you.
Malik bhai, anything from you, please?
I think all said, and we are looking forward to it. We are making an attempt here for us, by us. Let's just go and take great advantage out of it, and a lot of learnings, if there are, do share with us to make it bigger and better for the next time. But let's just make it a success out of it. So your participation is very important and key to us. Thank you so much.
Sure. I can see also Kumar, who's our SME Council member from Chennai. Kumar, anything from you before we end this meeting?
No, I think everyone, in fact, well handled by Samir, I could say, moderating the whole session. So it was too good. Sarah was also kind of bringing out the highlights. Both the future skills and the job fair will go a long way. I think probably this is one of the main thing for SMEs, to kind of brand it and take it forward. So this should be the future, I would see, in 2023 and above. So for the supply side to kind of those problems to be alleviated. So thank you, Chetan.
Sure. So thank you very much, guys. So we just wait for some communication which will come out from Saurav very soon in terms of the next meeting. look forward to engaging with you further. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.